So the vision quest started in my life when I was at the Naropa University in 1996, and at the time it was a part of the curriculum of the environmental leadership program. It was a master degree, so I get a chance to be taking this program into a 9-day vision quest in the Canyonland Desert under the guidance of my teachers, Elias Emidon and Elizabeth Roberts. And it was a life-changing experience for me. I was at the time not so clear of what to do in my life. I kind of knew that I was interested in kind of alternative education, social movements, environmental movements. So there was like very wide varieties of interests, and it was more in a learning, opening, my world. And yeah, a lot of things going on, my relationship. But what to do next, in which way I will manifest my vision or my dream. So I was kind of looking for a vision for my life, basically. And spending 3 days fasting in the forest was really insightful and quite an ordeal for me too, because fasting for that many days, I never done it before. I was a Buddhist monk, and I did some fasting, but it wasn't in that kind of environment. And I think what's very powerful during that time was how my teachers, both of them, were holding space for our story, our journey to unfold the meanings, because working and learning with nature, it's about how to read the signs or signals, how nature review yourself in relation to your questions. I didn't have any knowledge, and so for their guidance, they really helped me to deepen my awareness of who I am and how nature guided me to gain, what's next for me. So what I got during that time, the message that was very clear was, it's not about what I'm gonna do, not that, but it was more deeper on that, it's difficult to explain, but it was more like I was given a very grounded confidence of whatever I would do, the earth, the world would appreciate it. I just have to be true to my dream and myself. There was a message around the tree, and actually it's an old died tree standing in the middle of the desert, and I was wandering around and I encountered that tree, and I didn't expect that there would be a communication or a connection that the tree would have with me. But I was almost at the end of the 3-day fasting, and it was almost dark. I was wandering around and quite far from where I stay, I has a kind of a calling that maybe this old tree, which was beautiful, maybe it has a message for me. So I ask questions. I touch the trees, and like you must be here for a very long time, in this desert, and maybe you have something you can tell me, and I was listening, and I was getting a kind of feeling that look around, and I look around. I see many small trees coming up, so I realized that there must be your children or your grandchildren. It was more like a revelation of natural offering of life that need no worries. Offer yourself and you die, and other life, form itself, become another trees around that tree. It seemed very simple, but in that moment, it was quite powerful to me. That kind of initiated me to be, I want to say an elder, but it would not quite. But it was more like, someone who ready to give to the world.
How old were you?
I was 27, 27, yeah. And so that was, I was in tears because it seems like a lot of, I felt like I was being seen and trusted. So I received that message, and that became a navigator for my life. That deep trust in myself, and how whatever that I would offer into the world. So, and I was going in the direction of the West, which in the medicine wheel was more of going to see the mirror, into your unconscious, and also your soul, and your gift and the purpose of life. So I got that message from that direction.
During the quest.
During the quest, I was moving towards the West without knowing it. So anyway, after that, I got a lot, and also learning from other people's journey and their quest, also very reinforcing of my own life and direction. And since then, I felt like this is one of the program that deep learning happened with the help of teachers and also nature. It's quite special for me because maybe I grew up in a city, and I always want to be outdoor and nature, and I felt like this is very special kind of learning platform. So I was interested in learning how to guide, how to help other people make a connection with nature, and maybe can make a transition in their life into growth and more self-learning, self-understanding.